Hi guys, it's Miss Chisnell again. I thought that you were going to be able to see my face in the corner of the screen in a little bubble, but it's not there. So um, just follow along with me if you can. Today's Tuesday, March 31st, and this morning in Mrs. Strack's morning meeting, we went over some things that will hopefully help you in Google Classroom as you try to navigate through your assignments and turning things in and things like that. So we found that a lot of people have been submitting documents without writing on them, or having multiple different writing assignments or reading log assignments. So Kevin has been so kind as to let me borrow his account and show you what I'm talking about through his account. Okay, so I'm logged in as Kevin right now, and I'm going to go into his Google Classroom. Okay, so I'm going to go into Mrs. Strack's. Oh, look, he has gym, music, and art. Nice work, Kevin. You guys are supposed to have all three of those, so if you don't, make sure you get those also. Okay, so here's Mrs. Strack's classroom, right? So I'm going to click on classwork. Something really important to look at is this right here, where my mouse is. It says class drive folder. I think I can actually, oh yeah, right there, class drive folder, okay? So it's important to note where that is. Oh, now I'm going to have to figure out how to erase it. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, and there's my face. Okay, so let's see if I can get this back up and going. Sorry about that. Where is, okay, get out of my way. Here we are. Oh, and my face is still there. Awesome. Okay, so we're back here with the class drive folder, okay? So I'm going to click into I'm going to click into Kevin's class drive folder. And it takes me right to Mrs. Strack's fourth grade classroom folder that's created because she has Google Classroom. Okay, if you notice, Kevin has 5 book log summaries, okay? We don't need to have all of those. We want to just have one so that you're submitting the same one every time and you're adding writing to that one. Okay, so we're going to start with a book log summary, and I'm going to click into this top one because I don't want to delete anything that has writing on it, right? I don't want to delete any work that you have done. So I'm going to look at this one and be patient while it loads both pages. Okay, so it looks like he did start day 6 on this one, so I'm not going to erase this one right now, okay? Unless I find that a different one has more work on it. So that's this one. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to open this one. All right. This one doesn't look like it has anything important on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the drive, and it was this one, okay? I'm going to click with my 2 fingers on the mouse, and these options come up, okay? I'm going to remove that one because he already has 4 other ones. We're about to narrow it down to 1. So now I'm going to click back into this one, see if there's any writing on this one. Doo-doo-doo. And again, it looks like nothing important's on this one. So I'm going to go back into the drive again, and I'm going to go ahead and remove that one too. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next one. This really helps clean out your Google Drive. Okay, so it looks like this one has the same writing on it that I saw in the first one. So I'm going to say it's okay to delete this one because oh wait. See, this is why I'm double checking. I see this one has writing on it, so I'm going to click back into this one and make sure, because I don't want to delete any work that I've done. Well, that Kevin has done. Okay, so those 2 have the same thing on it, so I'm going to delete one of them. We're going to go ahead and delete this, remove it, and now I'm going to go into the last one. And this one also looks like it was a accidental copy that made an extra one. So I'm going to delete this. So I'm clicking with 2 fingers and then going down to click on remove down here, okay? So now I see that Kevin has Kevin Riley chicken soup. It looks like that's something from Mrs. Y, I think. I think this Kevin Riley swish is also for Mrs. Y. Mrs. Strax this morning told everyone that they can delete their at-home learning calendar because that was a little confusing, and their paragraph of the week because you're not going to use that either, okay? So now I'm down to just Kevin's things from Mrs. Y, his book log, and then this I survived. So I noticed that this I survived doesn't have anything on it. So I am going to go ahead, well, besides 2 I's. I'm going to go ahead and look and see if there's a different place that Kevin maybe has been doing his writing, because it also is a possibility that if I go back here and I click up here into my drive, okay? So I'm back into Kevin's drive, and if I look down here, if I scroll down a little bit, it looks like I don't see anything that is I survived. Okay, so it looks like we're in good shape here. I'm going to click into here, into the classroom, and make sure there's no I survived in there, and there's not. So it looks like this one might be his actual I survived. So if you go back into my drive and you find an I survived in there, or you find your book log in there, you want to move that into your classroom, okay? So I'm just going to pretend that this getting started is something that I need in the classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it, hold it down, and drag it into this classroom right here. I'm going to click into the classroom, and here it is again, and I'm going to drag it, click on it, hold on to it, and drag it into Mrs. Strack's 4th grade classroom. And then what do I know? It's right here where I need it. And this is, like I said, it's just an example. Tucker, please. Sorry. Stuffing on all my stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete that because that's not really actually something I need. So I'm going to just remove that. Okay, so this is Kevin's cleaned up 4th grade class folder. Okay, now this is super important too. Okay, so I have it cleaned up. I'm going to go back into his classwork. Okay, so let's go to today. Let's say that today Kevin is working on his writing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. In order to not create another new document so that we have to go back and clean up the whole drive again, I'm going to click on this button right here that says add or create, okay? I'm going to go into Google Drive. And when I go into Google Drive, now you should only see one of them. You should only see this one book summary. You can even click into My Drive, into your classroom, into Mrs. Strack's 4th grade Google Classroom. And again, there's only those few documents. So you want to make sure that you are clicking on this I survived right here because you already have that one started. Okay? So then it says, okay, I'm going to put it right here. And in order to work on it, all you have to do is click on it and it opens it up. If you create another new document, we're going to have the same problem as before. And you're going to have multiple of those, the same document, and it's going to be all mixed up. Okay, so Kevin's writing is right here. And let's say I'm typing it and I'm finished. I'm going to close out of it. And then I'm going to click turn in for today. Okay, so then the next time I want to go back to it, I just have to go back into my Google Drive again. If this is a different day, for example, and there should still only be one there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out of this, and I'm going to look into his, let's go back into classwork, and let's go for today for his reading. Okay, read to self, that's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to click on View Assignment, and once again, there's nothing over here, okay? Mrs. Strax and I have, through trial and error, figured out that it's easier if you just find it yourself. So again, I'm going to click over here, Add or Create. I'm going to go into the Google Drive, and Kevin's one book log summary is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that one. I'm not going to create anything new. I just went to my drive and found that one. Now I'm going to click to open his book summary. And here it is. And it still has on the writing that, or the typing that he did just the other time that we saw before. It's still right here. So now let's say he's done. And once again, he's going to close out of it and he's just going to turn it in. Okay. So we're not creating new documents. When you click on this, you're not creating anything new. You see right here, it says create new. You're not doing that. You're adding something else that you've already done, which you did in Google Drive. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to let me know. Remember that in this classwork, right, if you scroll all the way to the top, you're going to see this class drive folder. It's going to take you directly into this folder right here, which you can also access just by going through Google Drive, My Drive, Classroom. But when you're doing an assignment, don't come back to My Drive in the general drive and create a new document to write your I survived. No, you already have that, so you don't want to create a new one. So instead of doing that, just go through this class drive folder and find it in there. Okay? So I hope everything makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope this is helpful. Bye, guys.